Now, we are all social influencers because our friends are looking at us, what funny shoes we are wearing or what products we buy. SPAZE is one of those companies who are helping brands to tackle the social world. Kaspar, please come on stage and tell us how brands can work with social successfully.
We'll do so if you have the... Exactly. Thank you. I'm Kaspar. I'm the CEO of SPAZE. I will tell you something about smart influencer matching. So if you look what people buy and how they buy, then you see that normal advertising goods are not bought anymore. But what people do buy are stories. So take a look, for instance, at this example of this nice couple.
Who's recently started advertising ways to become more environmentally aware and help reduce waste. And she mentioned e-coffee, and I'd not heard of them before, but their designs were so lovely, and they're great to take traveling, so I bought us each one.
Now, having seen this, what is it you need for a good story is the storyteller. And now thinking of a storyteller, what makes a storyteller a good storyteller is basically that I have to like him, but more important, I have to trust him. So he has to convince me, I have to believe him, so he has to be authentic. Because authenticity is what makes a storyteller influential, what makes a storyteller to become an influencer. So now imagine you're a brand and you're about to spend money on your next influencer campaign. How would you search or find your influencers currently? Yeah, you would likely ask your highly paid agency, and they would start a manual search. They would scroll through Instagram, and then they, in a highly chaotic environment of multiple platforms, of different account solutions popping up every day, but no real benchmarks, they would provide you a selection of your influencers. And then they run the numbers. They check reach, likes, and engagement rate, and then you're done. You have your influencer, so you think. But it's limited because the number of likes says nothing about whether the influencer's followers are going to buy or like your product. So what is actually missing here in this procedure is the real match, the authenticity between the brand and the influencer. You don't know that. So you're not done, and you don't know whether the selections and suggestions of your high-paid agency really work for your brand. So you don't know it, and also your agency most likely doesn't know, and actually currently no one really knows. Until now. So let me introduce you to the solution to this problem, and let me introduce SPAZE. And SPAZE is the first AI-powered platform that helps you find the right influencers by harnessing the power of subconscious associations. Because the subconscious rules your decisions. And it's also the subconscious, if you have the video in mind, what makes you buy things. Now, again, you're a brand. At this time, let's say you're selling candles. How would you work with SPAZE, or how would SPAZE work for you? So what you do, it's a platform, you enter SPAZE, and then you start your campaign. But as the first platform in influencer marketing, SPAZE will ask you for your brand values. So let's say cozy would be one of your core values. for selling candles. What the AI does, it is uncovers all associations people have in mind when they think of cozy. And the same it does with all influencers logged onto the platform and their audience. So what they speak in the digital environment, the AI uncovers for its values. And by doing this, we can create a real match between the influencer and the brand. And currently, we can do this in 14 languages, using over 30 billion words for every language, because the German might have a different association with cozy than the French or the Italian or the English. And what it definitely will do is, if you find an influencer which matches, is it'll boost the ROI of your influencer spends. So once you've done that, you press search, and then you get the real matching influencers, and the platform takes you through the whole journey of your influencer campaign, from the brief to the contracting to the campaign management, and last but not least to the success measurement. So you have one platform on a global scale for every industry you can think of. Does it work? It does. We're working since about 12 months with this solution for big global brands, and we could leverage their campaign success up to 25 to 30% on the average. So, thank you for your attention, and come see us and learn more about SPAZE.